Hamburg honey. It is the evening, but I'm worried about a hive over there that we have. I'm sure a lot of beekeepers made this mistake, or maybe it's not a mistake for some, they prefer it. We didn't put a queen excluder on that end hive over there last year, and the queen got up into the honey super and laid her brood, so we left it on there over winter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the bees out of that brood box, and I'm going to move that brood inside that honey super over to a smaller hive that needs more bees, so all that brood can hatch out and emerge and make that hive stronger. I don't think it will make this hive weaker. It's a big, strong hive, and I'm going to put another brood box on top because I need them to draw that out, because we're going to be making splits here in the next 10 to 15 days. So we'll get started.
So we put this extra hive body on here to get them to draw out some new frames for our splits in a couple of weeks. But with this honey super on here from last fall, they're just not coming up here and drawing all this out because right now they have plenty of room. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this full box. Well, it's full of frames, but the frames are all empty except for one. We're going to pull it off. We're going to take this box off, and then we're going to just set this box right on top of the brood box, just making sure that the queen is still down in here. So
See, this is full of bee bread. Not something they would normally really put this much of in a regular honey super, and that's something we're going to get transferred with the brood we take out of here. And this is where the brood starts. It is literally packed with brood in this honey super. You can see the next frame even has the drone brood on it. But we're going to put this in there with the queen excluder on that other small hive and let it hatch out. Without these bees, of course. We're going to give these bees back and let them draw that other box out. Here is another, this is packed with brood. And these are honey supers. We don't really want this in our honey supers where we get honey we extract from. Look at that. That is a lot of brood. Go ahead.
it ends up darkening up the frames and leaves little particles in there, so we don't want the queens laying inside.
And then we're putting it on this hive here. You can see we got a queen I need to fix it. We got a queen excluder. Can you adjust that? I must have moved it. I'm sorry.
So this is a slightly smaller colony, so this will give them a really good boost of population here.
We're making sure the queen's not on there. We don't want to put two queens in one hive. It could be detrimental. There's a queen cup. Is there one there too partial?
See, lots of drones.
Wait, what? Okay, sorry.
Lots of drones, no queen. Which this is all capped brood anyway.
Yeah, it's all capped brood. I didn't see any day-old eggs on the first frames I took out. Are you going to leave those queen cups on there?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay. And then these don't seem to be wanting to go back together, so when you have this, it easily scrapes off the edges there on both sides. Sorry. Just so they go back together like they should. Because they're not really going back together, right? At this point. This is the hive that we put that capped brood on. That was in the honey super. We put a different honey super on and transferred the frames to this. And we have a queen excluder on, so the queen can't go up there and keep laying. And then we were able to get this box on here and try to force them to draw this out. We really need these second boxes drawn out for when we make splits. Before we do it, it'll give them a big boost. All these hives are so packed with bees. I really don't want them to swarm. We already had one swarm. So this has been Lori and Mike with Hamburg Honey. Get out and enjoy your bees, guys. Watch for them swarms.